So I think if my computer serves me correctly, we have a minute to the race start. That was a very quick minute because here they go. The red lights are on and the pace car is going to set us off by the looks of things. And who is that on the front? Is that... Oh, I have no idea because my timing screen is going fun. But the pace car, driven by somebody very exciting, is going to lead us around. And I imagine that it'll only do a couple laps and go in, so it will be fairly quick. We have a good few drivers up there. I can't quite see who that is. I'm terribly sorry for that. My timing screen, as has been the case this evening, has gone a bit awry. We have Edward Shelley close to the front. I think he's in P5. Luke Critchley, Brian Boomsma. Oh, and at the front is David Hatton. There we are. Now we're getting somewhere. So David Hatton on the outside. I think it's going to be key to try and push yourself towards the inside line here. So Hatton could get held out to dry on that high line. But it's all about getting that jump on the pace car as the pace car comes in. And in fact, Hatton is absolutely storming away at the front already as they come round. He's now backed up a bit to let Boomsma go by. And here we go into the first corner. And Boomsma does lead with Hatton in second place. And they've all kept it relatively clean so far. I say that right up until they catch the back markers before the end of lap 1. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? Here we go. So I think we still have Hatton in the lead. We have, he managed to overtake Boomsma as he got taken out. Here we go. Yes, I've got my timing screen back. All is good. So we have Hatton followed by Boomsma and then Garen Batten in third place. Banner's Ready somehow is in fourth. That is a fantastic start for him. And he's kept his nose clean a little bit. He said he was going to go a bit dirty, but actually it's going well so far for him. Oh, as I say that, he spins trying to avoid one of the other runners. And it's all going off. There are cars upside down, inside out, and everywhere. Oh, and Spanners gets taken out as he's just coming past. This is utter chaos. He's just having to sit there and way there he goes, upside down. Oh, this is absolute carnage. The cars are all coming through now. Spanner's stuck in the middle of the track. There he goes. He's able to get back onto the apron. We've got Boomsma who's taking the lead again. Oh, wow. This is absolute madness. Got Hatton. Hatton somehow, through all of that, has managed to keep the lead. And there is smoke everywhere. People doing donuts. Here we go, Hatton away. It seems, I guess these cars must be very tricky to drive on cold tyres because as they come out of all of the corners, they seem to be very tail happy here. And with not making enough speed to get any downforce going, they must be like driving on a little ice rink here. An ice rink with lots of sharks because there seems to be a lot of crazy stuff going on here. But it does give us a chance to look at some amazing liveries. I saw one of the 2009 McLarens there. That looked pretty good. Spanners, oh, as Hatton goes inside to lap Spanners there as he was doing some sort of Tokyo drift going on there. And I think this is just all about survival. Hatton has been taken out, as I say that, from the lead. Kyle Power is in second place. Somehow he's managed to get right up there, and he is taking a challenge for the lead. He's going around the outside of Hatton and holds an inside line, and he's still kept it. And they're coming up to some back markers again. This is absolute treacherous times here for Hatton. Power is really having a good go at him now. Let's see. Hatton's got an inside line, trying to overtake some of the back markers. Power slots in neatly behind him. That was very clever from him. I don't think he's going to try a move. He's just going to try and see if he can force Hatton into a mistake as he tries to go around the back markers. On to lap 10 already. This is only a 15-second lap. Oh, and somebody spins off in front of Hatton, but doesn't collect him. And Power's got boxed out on the outside. Makes a lunge inside of one of the back markers, and there we go. Sorry for the occasional blinking you might see. Again, this is all to do with internet connections, but we've got Hatton still in the lead. I think, because it's all gone a bit mad so far. Yes, Hatton is still there, but I think Kyle Power has actually dropped off somewhere. Where has Kyle Power gone? He was tucked right up behind Hatton. We were having a really good battle there, and he seems to have dropped out of the running. He is all the way down in 17th place and actually not showing up on my timing screen. So that's a disaster there for Carl Power, who's having an excellent race. I have Danny Henny coming up in 2nd place now, which is... how does he always seem to keep rising to the top? That's quite impressive for him. Let's see if he can catch up with David Hatton. There we go, Hatton. The wise head on his shoulders there has somehow managed to get him to rise to the top, and he is keeping out of trouble. So, and actually he is the fastest man on track as well. So with a 15.121 for David Hatton, followed by Danny Henny. Oh, just put in a 14.9, and he is about half lap behind, but he is in a lot of traffic, so he's going to have to work really hard to catch up with David Hatton there. Could he make it another win today, or is David Hatton going to make it too? We will find out. It's a 15-minute race, as we were saying earlier on. We're on to lap 18 now. And if my maths brain was much better than it is, I would be able to work out how many laps there would be in a 15-minute race. But we will have to park that one for now. We've got Danny Henny still. I think we should have a look at him, because he is definitely trying to carve his way through the pack. Definitely the wise choice to keep the tight line, because you can't have people understeer into. It's also the shorter line as well, but it does mean it's much harder to get on the power there. Oh, and here comes a safety car. As we were saying earlier on, there's a competition course, and it nearly takes out a couple of races as they go through. And there's chaos. I've seen a lot of overtaking of the yellows there. I'm pretty sure that that's going to get clamped down on. Or not. Who cares? So David Hatton still is your leader, followed by Danny Henny. Is this going to bunch up the field and allow Henny to get close to Hatton? It may well do. Then, according to my timing screens, we have John Lang in 3rd place, Adam Rosales in 4th, Barry Kemp in 5th, and Ricky Worrell in 6th. Steve Ficacci, our initial MX5 champion, is down in 7th, and Anil Singh in 8th. Colin Ward in 9th, and John McClintock rounds out your top 10. So we have Spanners up to P12. I'll see if I can drag him back in while we have a competition caution. Spanners, how are you doing in P12?
Well, I've got enough safety points in hand that I can start spinning people off, I reckon. Saving them up at this point in the race. How's it looking from up there? Carnage, I'm sure.
I have no idea whether I'm coming or going. But yeah, it's been quite a fun bit at the front of the race here. We got Hatton and Henny once again. How are they rising to the top, even on this sort of thing?
I don't know. I hate them. They're just aliens that somehow take to this. And you just go, whatever you put them, whatever they do, they're competitive and they want to win. Like, guarantee Hatton is desperate to win this.
I bet they're really attractive as well. It just sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I just... No, they're not. They're horrendously unattractive people. That's the only comfort I can take. Right, double lane pit start.
Great. Enjoy the rest of the race.
31 car. Who's the 31 car?
Oh, your 31 is...
Rosales.
Adam Rosales. He's in P4, so I don't know how you're starting behind him because you're in P12, but have fun.
Well, I'm definitely going to nudge him round. Bye.
Here we go. So they are all bunching up quite a lot here. In fact, Spanners had to come to a complete stop as they all seem to squish up behind the safety car. Now, Spanners in P12 is right at the back. They haven't had one of the F1 style allow the back markers to pass, but we do, interestingly, have Hatton and Henny together at the front. Lights out on the safety car. I think they're going green in the next lap or so. Here he goes. The safety car pulls in. Hatton on the inside, Henny on the outside. They'll probably have 3/4 of a lap before they catch up to the back markers. Here they go. Hatton goes. Henny on the outside. Is he going to make a move? He dives and cold tyres. He's just skirting off. He might hit the wall there. He's got a couple of people going, diving up on the inside. Hatton has got clean away. Henny got a little nudge into the bottom corner. As he comes around, he has lost about half a second on Hatton. Hatton clean away. Henny in second. John Lang in third place. Oh, and Rosales has just popped up on the inside of him, so he is now into third. And those two going side by side, having a real battle here, keeping it nice and clean though. This is excellent stuff. I think after the excitement of the beginning of the race, people have calmed down a little bit, which is excellent for me. And Hatton coming up on his first back marker now. He has pulled a little bit away from Henny, and Lang has now managed to get Rosales, because Rosales actually had spun all the way around. That is such a shame for him, because he was doing so well. But that being said, he has still kept fourth place, because I think he's the top four are the only ones on the lead lap. So realistically, your race win will be between those four. Hatton and Henny still very close together. There is far less than a second in this. Let's see what Henny can do. Oh, that was a risky move there from Hatton around the outside of that purple car. But he managed to keep it clean. They are in a bit of clean air as well now, because most of the other cars are around the other side of the circuit or have been disqualified for a lack of discretion. So they have been kicked out for too many incidents. So I think we have all the way up to P16. The rest of them have all gone. So that's why we're seeing a bit more clean racing now. And Henny has really caught right up on the back of Hatton. A couple of scruffy corners with a bit of wheel spin at the exit there for Hatton. And Henny has done a new fastest lap of a 14.7. That being said, Hatton was only slightly behind a 14.8, but this is getting desperately close as we head towards the final stages of this race. We have Hatton, Henny and Lang. Henny makes a little bit of an error there and loses a little bit of time. And John Lang is about half the lap behind, so it's really between Hatton and Henny once again for the race win. Hatton sporting the lovely barge board with the number 1 on there for his championship win last year. And Henny would be very keen to take that title away from him. The fun race this evening does not count towards a championship, unfortunately. Well, probably fortunately for them, actually, because it's absolute madness. But the points this evening will be published later on. Henny is dropping back now. His last lap was a 15.0, Hatton a 14.9. Tiny margins here are making a big difference on this tiny little circuit. Hatton now is coming up against some traffic though. Is he going to be able to find his way by easily? Not at this corner. That might bulk him a little bit because he's coming slower out of the exit. That could give Henny a bit of a run on him at some point. No, he's managed to get on the inside now. And we had a change of place for third place because Rosales and Lang are side by side. They've managed to come together again. And in fact, Rosales has put it down the inside, which is fantastic for him. Lang, oh, he's making a lunge, doesn't quite get there. Oh, he had to lock a brake and he nearly punted him off. So let's see, he's that's made him lose quite a bit of momentum. He's going to have to work really hard to get that back up. And I say those four are the only ones on the lead lap. And Barry Kemp in 5th is the only one lap behind. So he is enjoying a fairly decent run to 5th place. Let's have a look back for Spanners. He is in P10. He's made up a couple of places since we last spoke to him. So he's got John McClintock ahead of him. And John Cox is 3 laps behind. So I think he's fairly safe from behind. And actually, McClintock has retired from the race. And so has Ricky Worrell. So he's just jumped up 2 in one go. That was good for him. There might be some drama here because I can't see David Hatton on my timing screen. He is dropping back down. Does that mean that he's amassed all of his incident points and he has gone from the lead of the race? Oh, that is such a shame because now we've got Danny Henny unchallenged at the front with John Lang in 2nd. But they actually are the only 2 on that lead lap. Let's see where Lang is. Oh, I say they're on the lead lap. John Lang is the next one for Danny Henny to pass. So,
Hi Chris, you got race control back here, Rich Molden, and yeah, Danny Henny's in precarious position because he's only got 15 instant points, so he's got one touch of the grass away from being disqualified.
one touch of the grass, not even another car. Wow. Okay, so it's not all over for the end of this race. This is fantastic stuff. Thank you very much.
John Lang's got 2 instant points left, so again, if he gets clobbered by somebody, he is out of there.
So Spanners is in P7. At this rate, he could actually be on for a win if he keeps it clean.
Yeah, I think Spanner's got about 3 nudges in hand if he wants to start playing dirty and using up his instant points.
This is it. Here goes Henny on the inside of Lang. He's got to be so careful because he's only got 1 point left. Out of interest, do they know how many points they've got as they're driving around?
Yes, every time they have a little instance, it gives them their running total. And John Cox has gone.
Oof.
John Cox has been DQ'd.
So that leaves, I think there are only 8 runners left. I think Danny should definitely just sit behind John Lang now. I don't think I would try for that move and just desperately try and keep it on the black stuff. How long have we got to go in this race? It is, I can only see 2 seconds left. Is that correct?
Yeah, white flag. They're taking the white flag, so this is the last lap.
White flag. So last lap, let's see if Danny can keep it all nice and clean and tidy. If he's sensible, he'll come across the line and take the race victory. So that is Danny Henny with a second win this evening. How does he do it? We got John Lang in second and Rozales in third. Barry Kemp fourth, Anil Singh in fifth, Colin Ward sixth, and Spanners Ready in seventh. And he was not the last of the runners because Shane Jordan was in eighth.